इश्क में तेरे है फैज़ बने अर्ज़ किया है हमने भी लिखा कुछ तेरे बारे में है अर्ज़ किया है कि मैं अर्ज़ नहीं करूँ.
Beautiful way to start. I think women have been the most influential in my life. Sad story, but like my dad passed away like pretty early on in my life.
Do you swear when you're driving?
Yes, I do. Because I'm a Punjabi. Okay, that's where I come
वही
from.
मैं कह रही हूँ.
And obviously I'm not
Yeah.
cussing in like
Yeah,
English.
yeah.
Right? तुम उड़े जा रहे
Yeah.
सासमा में. I was literally in a flight while I wrote that line. Bollywood is still thriving and they are making some very, very beautiful songs.
You see yourself be a part of that?
100%, why not? That was AP. And I genuinely thought that we could make something like work really well.
So you literally
I manifested it, yeah. Listen, I'm gonna sound like a narcissist right now because I've been my #1 artist since rap actually started happening in India. Why so much hatred? Why so much negativity? Why so much criticism? And not constructive, by the way. Like just to say something and to say something bad about somebody. इसका तो सबको पता ही है, Ranbir Kapoor. I wanna like sing for his movies, man. Obviously, Shreya ma'am is there. I would love to work with her. I think she has the most beautiful voice. I don't have to be going through something like at this moment in my life to be writing about that. So I'm happy that I don't desperately need to search for like work in Bollywood. Talking about school life.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't really that popular.
I don't believe it.
Every house you go to, they literally want you to sing, and I'm like. Okay.
Your favorite song that your partner loved?
Pretty much everything. I mean, that was like a big criteria for me. Hey guys, this is Anuv Jain and I'm on Fever FM with Stutee.
Superwomaniya Show.
Hi guys, मैं हूँ Stutee. Welcome to Fever FM. Now you know what we do for a living, right? We play songs. We love music. और मैं अभी एक meme को याद करने वाली हूँ जहाँ पे बोला था कि हमें जब कोई गाना बहुत पसंद आता है तो हम वो इतना सुनते जब तक सिंगर खुद आके पानी ना मांगे. Anuv, are you here for that?
Yes, I was here for the water, yes.
Welcome to Fever FM.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank
ये
you.
जो आप हमारे computer screen से क्योंकि Anuv Jain, you will check out our library and we play so many of your songs and we love it. And when we are not on radio and हम अपने Instagram पे होते हैं तो हम Anuv Jain के गाने चुन के as music लगाते हैं. It's so cool that you're here and I can't believe this is the first time I'm meeting you.
Yeah, it's actually crazy. I've been to this office like multiple times before, but this is the first time that we both are meeting, so
Chalo.
I hope something nice happens.
Bilkul, absolutely. You see this? Number of questions I want to ask you.
Too good. I'm ready.
तो अर्ज किया है कि मैं अर्ज नहीं करूँ.
Beautiful way to start.
So this is a new song and people are already loving it. गाने की बात से ज़्यादा अगर गाना पहले हो जाए तो I think माहौल सही बनता है.
Okay, sure. Why not? Why not? Okay, so whoever is listening or watching, this is my latest song. This was released with Coke Studio Bharat. This one is called Arz Kiya hai, and we worked so hard on it, and I hope that you guys will give it all your love. So let's go. कायर जो थे वो शायर बने अब क्या क्या करें इश्क में ना कहते थे कुछ जो लगे खोज में क्या लफ्ज़ चुने नए आशिक ये इश्क में तेरे है फैज़ बने अर्ज़ किया है हमने भी लिखा कुछ तेरे बारे में है. Okay, yeah, these are the first few lines.
I love it. I think it is amazing. It is so good. And you know, a lot of people, because ये generally हमने आपके साथ associate नहीं किया. There's a lot of Indian music, classical music का feel.
Yes.
The instruments and everything. Are you surprised that people are surprised?
Okay, so first of all, I'm surprised that anybody would be surprised, of course, because it has Coke Studio Bharat written all over it.
So there's a signature.
So there's obviously there's like a signature. You have to have something like that comes from that Hindustani classical music, which is obviously there. So I think when I was working on the song and I got in touch with the team and they said that they wanted me to make a song with them, I told them one thing. I told them that I'm gonna give you guys something of me and I'm gonna keep something of you guys. So that's why in the beginning, when you start the song, you hear the guitars, and then immediately after that, you start hearing the harmonium.
Yeah.
So I think that like mixture that just sets the tone for the entire song. So that's basically what's happening.
So cool. So tell me कि हम सबके जो ईयर एंड रैप्स होते हैं ना उसमें तो
Yeah.
आपके गाने फीचर करते ही हैं.
Yes.
आपके ईयर एंड रैप में किसके गाने फीचर करते हैं?
Listen, I'm gonna sound like a narcissist right now because I've been my number one artist since rap actually started happening in India. And this happens every year because I listen to a lot of my music. And it's not just because I enjoy listening to my music, but I obviously do. But I think I look at it like from a very critical lens as
Yeah,
well because I keep listening to understand like what I can do better.
Yeah.
So maybe like I can improve that like, you know, with the next one. So
Yeah.
that's pretty much how it works.
पर पहली बार क्योंकि हम दोनों इन अ वे अलग हैं, मैं नहीं गाती बट हम आवाज की प्रोफेशन में हैं एंड द फर्स्ट टाइम यू हियर योर वॉइस दैट्स क्वाइट एन एक्सपीरियंस एनीवन विल टेल यू
Yeah.
लाइक व्हेन यू हियर फर्स्ट टाइम हेडफोन्स में या रिकॉर्डिंग में कि अरे दिस इज हाउ आई साउंड व्हेन यू आर अ चाइल्ड व्हेन यू जस्ट डू यू रिमेंबर दैट and what did the Punjabi Anuj Jain feel about his voice? I want to know.
See, I'll be honest, okay. So I recorded like a proper professional recording happened much later for me because I was, I think, 21 when I stepped into the studio for the very first time and I actually recorded something which was Barish Hai.
Yeah.
But before that, I used to listen to my voice on the voice notes on my phone.
Yeah.
उस time पे
And how
जो भी
was
phone
that?
होता था.
Yeah.
I never had a problem with it, honestly. I think some people do like not like listening to their own
Yeah.
voices, but I don't think I have a problem. I like my voice. I'm not sure whether I can say that for everybody out there, but I can definitely say that for myself. I really like my voice. I like listening to it, and I do think that it has maybe some calming thing, and I can understand why people say that to me as well. So.
Yeah, that's so cool. So we can positively say Anuj Jain listens to his music only.
Yeah, I mean, not only. I think that would be a hyperbole, but or an exaggeration of sorts. But I do listen to a lot more music. But I primarily like listening to my music because these are songs that I wanted to make, and if somebody else had made the songs that I have made, I would have heard those as well. Like I'm genuinely a fan of the music that I make, and I think
And
every
the genre, the
and the
feel,
genre and the genre that I like, I'm a part of
Yeah,
of as well, because I feel that every artist should be their own like fans. If you don't like what you are doing, then why would anybody else be interested? Like that is for, in fact, every field, like a painter or like a business person, right? Like if you want to invest in yourself, that means that other people would want to be invested in you as well. So yeah.
Makes absolute sense.
Yeah.
Love it. You know, Anu, and I want to say this in my personal capacity. I think that's the reason so many people relate to you and your music is there's this ease of listening. You know,
Yeah.
you suddenly make it feel like, you know, life is not all that bad.
Yeah.
Ho jayega. It's fine. We're all in the same. It's just a vibe that you carry. Is that you? Is that who you have always been?
Not at all.
That is what I wanted to know.
See my music, and I
Yeah.
like obviously it comes from me.
Yeah.
But I'm not that person. I think I'm like pretty much stressed like 24/7.
I can't imagine. Okay, I really wanted to ask you this because I can't imagine Anuv Jain stress. Like I can't imagine you in the car being like, "तो garden में गाड़ी चला रहा है, मेरे उत्तर ले ले." Like I can't, you know.
No, I am that guy. I am that guy on most days, in fact.
Do you swear when you're driving?
Yes, I do. And I was giving this interview like the other day, and somebody asked me like, "Can you use the cuss words and
Yeah.
all?" I was like, "Nah, bruh, not my scene. This entire like thing will get shut." Because I'm a Punjabi, okay, that's where I come
वही
from.
मैं कह रही हूँ,
And
तो-
obviously I'm not
yeah.
cussing in like
Yeah,
English,
yeah,
right? So,
yeah.
but the thing is that, okay,
I love how in a suave way Anuv is like, you know, obviously I'm not
cussing in English.
Feel ही नहीं है भाई. हाँ,
Exactly,
correct,
feel ही नहीं है,
yeah.
right? But the thing is that, see, I get stressed because obviously there are deadlines that we have to meet and we have to like work on a lot more things, and there are shows and there's a lot of traveling that happens, there are a lot of interviews whenever there's promotions and all going on. So obviously like it does like pull you in like all directions. So obviously like our brains are like very tiny, very simple, very normal. So I think they get like a bit stressed. But I think I take stress so that I can make music, so that maybe people can like feel a little, you know, easier in their heads, I guess.
It's been what, a 10-year journey?
Yeah.
How do you describe this?
Actually, the thing is, the 10-year journey is something like that happened a bit more professionally. But there was a lot of like back-end work that was happening because I started writing when I was like 15 or something like that. So that's half my life.
Was it a heartbreak that got you into?
You know, actually, the thing is that no, not really.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, of course. It started with like the feelings of being like a teenager, right? Like I was 15 at the time. So I was going through love, I was going through heartbreak, and there were so many more emotions that came with it.
Correct.
So I think that's where it stems from, of course. So not necessarily heartbreak per se, but everything that happens with love, heartbreak, the euphoric feeling that you get with it as well. I think all of that, so love basically. I think that's what I would like to say.
Tell me what do you think about the current Bollywood music scene?
I think it's thriving. I think it's growing.
What do you think about the remakes or the rehashes that we see a lot these days?
See,
because you made a career out of originals, and
Yeah.
these are your compositions.
see, whenever it comes to music, right? Like I know that India as a country, we're a very musical country, and people like do tend to get like very negative about things. But that's not my scene. I'm always going to look at something very positively, and I feel that if there's a demand for something, people will obviously like supply. And if people do not want to listen to it, then people will not make it. And I think that's how it is. If somebody is remaking something, I feel that the original artist should get credit. They should probably be taken into consideration if they're still around. They should be taken into consideration. Obviously, all of those morally correct
Yeah.
things need to be done.
Correct.
If you're doing something,
Yeah.
but if somebody wants to make it, I think it's fine, because it just definitely helps that song reach a newer audience as well, which is amazing. But at the same time, I think people tend to focus on the negatives a lot, but I feel that there is a lot of original music also that's coming in. Like there's so much music, and you know, if you think about like the last 50 years or so, since music has been like becoming like huge and huge and bigger and bigger and bigger, I'm sure that there were thousands of songs getting made back then as well, but we only listened to a handful. And I think that's how it's just going to get filtered out. Some of these songs that we're listening to right now are going to get filtered out. Some of the best ones will be heard like a decade later, and people are not really going to care about like most of it. And I think that's always been the case, but it's just recency bias, and we just feel that right now is the time where things are happening, or this is how it's happening. But it's always been the case. But original music is not dead. Bollywood is still making. Bollywood is still thriving, and they're making some very, very beautiful songs. And I'm sure that some of these will stick around for the next.
You see yourself be a part of that?
100%. Why not? Like I said, have had a very, very simple childhood, live a very simple life, still watch Bollywood movies, still watch movies in general. Why would I not want to hear my voice on the big screen? But I want to do it right. The thing is that, like, I'm not, because I make my original music and I have found an audience for that. So I'm happy that I don't desperately need to search for like work in Bollywood. But if it comes my way, I would be very happy, but on my terms and on the right terms. So
But
it
I'm
needs to
sure
be
offers to aaye honge.
100%, but it's like, it's always like something they want,
You're
something I want,
evaluating,
but it's not something that has, you know, like really stuck or like struck till now. I feel I'm still waiting for that like one moment.
हम एज एन आरजे आदत है बातें करो उसके बाद गाना चलाओ तो अब आप गिटार आपके बेहद करीब है
Sure,
so
sure.
please do the honors
Okay, which one do you want me to sing?
whatever you like. I'm going to be very demanding, so I'll be well behaved.
Okay, are you Punjabi?
Yeah, half Punjabi.
Half Punjabi, half Bengali?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay, so let me, I don't have something for the other half,
Other
but
half.
for the Punjabi half, I do have
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
So this one is called Afsos, and this was a song that I released with AP Dhillon and Shinda. So I hope you guys like it. Yep.
बहुत बढ़िया. It was so good. You know,
धन्यवाद.
I want to say this. So, first of all, I want to address this song and this collaboration. It's
Yeah.
your first with AP Dhillon.
Yes.
Speak to us about it. Tell us something we don't know already.
सबने तो सब कह दिया है, क्या ही कहूँ जो अभी भी अनकहा है. But man, this was like amazing. Like, I'm so happy that I got a chance to work with him. So a few years ago, I was sitting with one of my managers. He handles all my shows, Nitin. So we were just traveling, and obviously when you're traveling with somebody for like day in and day out, right? You're traveling so much, you just get bored and you just start saying the most random, you know, hypothetical things. And I just told him, okay, bro, I think there are these like few artists. If I work with them, I think it'll be like I'll be the happiest. Okay, obviously I'm not gonna tell you the other names
Yeah.
because I'm still hoping that I work with them. But there was one artist out of the three that I had taken, that was AP, and I genuinely thought that we could make something like work really well.
So you literally
I
manifested.
manifested it, yeah. And obviously a year later, his team got in touch with my team and they were like, hey, we've heard Anuv's music and we really like it. So do you think we can like work on something together? And I happened to have just made this melody like a few days before that. So the universe just like worked in the most weirdest way to make this happen. And he heard it, he loved it. I started writing my bit. I finished writing my bit, gave it to him. He started writing his and we finished the song. And it was the smoothest thing that I've ever done when it comes to music, and we released it and people loved it so much.
More? Is there more in store? Do you think you're going to collaborate again
With him? Yeah, 100%. So we both had gone to Vantara like recently, and we were just sitting there and we started jamming on something. We liked something that, you know, like we were working on. Obviously, he's very busy right now and so am I. So might not happen right now, but he's an artist that I tremendously respect, because coming from Punjab, I understand like the kind of music and the kind of story that he has
Yeah.
as well. And I think he respects me as well. At least I hope that's the case.
course, yeah.
So I would love to work with him, and I think we just might do something. But you never know. You never know.
Very cool. Listen, you didn't tell me the other two names.
I'm not gonna.
I
tell you.
manifested from the
Nah.
Superwomaniya Show.
I like to like keep certain things to myself. Otherwise, they get diluted.
Take
So.
it. I get that. I had forgotten. You reminded me. You got married 6 months back.
Yes.
How's it? The honeymoon period is still on?
Yeah, I don't know why everybody keeps saying that. I was literally like chilling with like a very high up like government official, and they said the same thing. And I was like, please don't say it. No, everything's been great. Everything's been great
Touch
so far.
wood.
Touch
Touch
wood.
wood. You know, but the reason is I really think musicians,
Yeah.
particularly if you're a singer and you can play the guitar, I think they have it easy in life. It would be easy. It's easy to manao. It's easy to patao. It's easy to just make somebody happy.
Listen, to be very honest, that charm just stays for like a few months, and then eventually like everybody's just like, okay, chalo ye gaata hai. So I think people have like, humans just have this tendency to just get used to like something.
Huh.
So I guess it doesn't like stay beyond that. So that initial like bit really helps with like dating and everything.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
obviously when you're singing and you're like playing the guitar, you're writing songs, I think it is a bit romantic. But I feel that post those 2-3 months, I think it just becomes normal.
Your favorite song that your partner loves?
Something that like I have made.
Yeah.
Pretty much everything. I mean, that was like a big criteria for me. That
Yeah,
I'm
of course.
like, if somebody's with me and they're gonna be listening to like pretty much everything that I do,
Yeah.
they should like my music, and my partner is like definitely a very big fan of whatever I do. So I'm happy that that's the case.
And you know, when जब रूठना मनाना वाला होता है तो
नहीं.
आप शुरू हो जाते हैं.
Listen,
ये
this
अर्ज
is real
किया
life.
है.
This is not movies.
ऐसे कैसे वैसे?
These are not movies. This is like real life. So not really. I
Okay.
think it takes a lot more. If somebody screws up a little bit, I think it takes a lot more than just
Yeah,
like singing.
yeah.
You really have to like have a conversation. It's not like just like भाई चलो आके गाने बजा देते हैं. But I think that playfulness, like
Yeah.
because that comes with like
Yeah.
being a musician, I think that really comes in. Like it's very helpful. Yeah. So.
Listen, I remember when you made it Insta official and
Yeah.
about you getting married, and the comments were full of हमारे दिल तोड़ के और heartbreak पे गाने बना के, मतलब there was a common thread कि मतलब dude, you're hurt, who hurt you, and now suddenly you've gotten married. So क्या है ये, क्या राज है of this, you know, this पेन जो आपके गानों में ऐसे खूबसूरती से कि हर किसी की जिंदगी के बैकग्राउंड स्कोर में आपका गाना जो फिट हुआ है.
Yeah.
How did you
You know, first of all, it was not just happening back then, it is still happening. Okay, it's been 6 months, just let it go. Okay, this has happened. But I think what people don't understand is that I don't have to be going through something like at this moment in my life to be writing about that. I could have gone through that thing like a decade ago, and that could just, something could trigger it, and I could still like find that inspiration and like draw from that and still write about that. So basically that's pretty much how music is made, at least when it comes to me. So I could be the happiest in my life and I could still write the saddest song, and I could be the saddest in my life and I could still write a very, very happy song. So I think that is how it works. So people shouldn't be surprised that, and in fact, आगे भी जाके, like I'm happy right now, touch wood. I hope that's how things remain. But अगर आगे भी मैं कुछ sad गाना लिखता हूँ, तो please don't think that, like there's something wrong in my life or whatever it is. It's just coming from like a place that I've left in the past, but I still have something to talk about or
and
something
it's
to say
a
about
rush,
that.
it's an emotion that you...
Yeah, of course, yes.
Yeah. Lovely. The other thing I want to speak about, so I do a show called the Superwomaniya Show.
Okay.
It's Fever FM's national show.
Cool.
And like the name suggests, of course, it's about women. We speak to women. But we also identify our male allies and green flags. And I want to say, Anuv, you're one of them.
Okay.
Because I think any man who is comfortable showing emotions, who doesn't fit into the template, that machismo and, ki arey, sanu te fark hi nahi padta, I think, is just in touch with his feminine side is amazing. Tell me the influence that women have had in your life.
I think women have been the most influential in my life. Because see, sad story, but like my dad passed away like pretty early on in my life. I was like very young when he fell ill, and then obviously he was not okay after that. So I never had that like very strong male influence in my life. It was always my mom and my sister, my twin sister. So they were always like the people around me, and I think they defined a lot of who I am, and they, I think they had like a very big, what is that right word? Influence, like very big influence on me. So I think that's where probably that feminine side comes, or that just that extra emotional side comes. But I think people can, misconstrue that and just take it in a very negative way as well. But I want to also tell them that a lot of my strength also comes from there.
Yeah.
Because I have seen my mother, and like I have never seen somebody like that. So you should technically, on a Superwomaniya show, you
to
should
her,
actually have her, not
Yeah,
me, because she's genuinely like I've never seen somebody like that. And I'm sure that every person out there, whether be it like a son or a daughter, I'm sure that everybody has that story with their mothers, or at least so many of them do. That when you have to see the strength of a human being, when mothers come into the picture, it's just crazy.
It's crazy.
She took care of the entire family. She sent us to college. She sent us to school while she was taking care of my father, who was extremely ill at the time. And then after he passed away, like the kind of things that she has done to just keep the family afloat were crazy. So I guess I've not just learned to tap into my emotional side. I think I have like really learned how to tap into like that resilience and that strength as well, like from my mom. So yeah.
That's so beautiful. Losing a parent is always hard.
Yeah.
And you've, of course, acknowledged the role that your mom played. Your sister, I'm sure you're very close to her.
Very, very close to her, yeah.
तो जनरली ये जो हम एवरीडे लैंग्वेज में बोलते हैं ना, अरे लड़कियों जैसे रो रहा है, या there's this very casual sexism that seeps in.
Yeah.
As a young boy growing up, how did you view the world? तब तो इतनी समझ नहीं होगी about feminism, about being in touch with your female side, feminine side. How did you view it? How did you grow up with what sort of value fabric?
See, these are very recent conversations, and these are very recent words that have been added to our vocabulary. But I think when I grew up, obviously there was this pressure, like being the man of the house. Like obviously it comes with pressure, even though I was like what 11, 12,
but
13.
you were aware कि मेरे को
But
I
was aware. But I think that did not. But I'll be very honest, it did not come in from like a masculine or a feminine or that kind of a role. It was just that
About being responsible,
I'm a child of the house. There is something that has gone wrong in the house, and I need to take care of it. I'm sure that my sister also went through the same things. I'm not sure, I know already that she also went through the same things. And she's done really well in the field that she's in right now. And I'm like trying to do the best that I can as well. So it was never like these masculine things were never like a part of my like dictionary or like in my head as well. It was just to do the best that we can so that we can come out of this situation. That's pretty much it.
No, that's lovely. Thank you. And you have no idea how much strength you give other people, other men. I think it's really, really cool that...
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. I hope that see, a lot of people like go through like difficult times in their lives, and I have had that moment, and I make sure that I tell people about it, because like I genuinely, like, when people say that if I can do it, so can you, like I genuinely believe that. Because I know in what position we were, and we all worked like, for lack of a better use, like our asses off to just
All hands on deck is
exactly to just keep everybody afloat and like to survive and now thrive. That's what I keep saying. So if I can do it, if our family can do it, I'm sure that if you guys are going through something, you can do it. Just work hard, stay disciplined, and like just be good to people, be kind, and I'm sure that like the universe will take you like a long way.
Beautiful. That's spoken from a place of truth. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
We've gone a little deep, so हम माहौल थोड़ा सा ऐसे light करेंगे. Tell me something. What is the, you know, as an artist, people say, "अरे हमें inspiration आ गई," or you know, I wrote this, or you know, this happened. What has been the weirdest place you found inspiration in?
I can never answer that question. I
Why?
should like
Is it
maybe
the
tap
loo?
into tap into my like memories a bit more. No, but definitely not the loo.
Not the loo?
Yeah,
People say
definitely
the
not.
best ideas
no.
come, no? Okay.
But not a really weird place, but I think a very beautiful place. So I have this song called Alag Asman, okay, and it has this line
बहुत
that says
पसंद है वो,
"Tum
yeah.
उड़े जा रहे
Yeah.
इस आसमां में." I was literally in a flight while I wrote that line. So I was at the window seat. I was looking outside, and I was like, okay, let me just write something about that. So that's where that comes from.
So is the notes the most
yes,
used
yes,
app
yes.
on
Voice memos and notes like is like right up there.
I think हर कोई agree करेगा हमारे schools में वो लड़का जो गिटार बजा सकता है और गा सकता है.
Yeah.
मतलब हद है, ठीक है, of the attention that that person will get. So how was school life for you, Anuv? I'm sure you were getting a lot of female attention, a lot of, you know, must have been a great time. Yeah.
No, I wasn't really that popular.
I don't believe it.
No, I'm honestly telling you, you can like pick out anybody from
Okay,
my school
okay,
and they'll tell
okay.
you. But the thing is, my sister, so I have a twin sister, Anika, she was extremely popular in school. And I always used to be like the कि उसका भाई and all of that.
But उसका भाई गिटार बजाता है.
हाँ, but I
उसका
don't-
भाई गाता भी है,
Yeah, but
लिखता भी है.
there were it's Punjab, okay? Like there are so many musicians that come out of that place. So there were a lot of people there anyway, right? So a lot of people were doing that.
Okay.
But I was not really popular per se, but I think I was very well recognized for the things that I was doing. So I was into sports as well. So I was a part of the school football team. I was also into art. I was definitely into music back then as well, and obviously I started writing my music, you know, when I was like 15 and all. And I think I started getting some recognition in like my school, but I wouldn't call myself popular. I think I was just this guy that does all of these things. I think popularity or fame came in much later when probably.
No, of course, this you can't compare to
No,
that.
obviously
but,
not. Obviously not
but
this.
I thought
but I think a level of. See, you need to be at a certain level of popular to be called popular as well. So I think that's what I'm talking about. Like that
Yeah.
basic
Yeah.
benchmark that you
Yeah.
need to like at least attain. I wasn't there. But I still had a great time in school, man. Like I wish I can. See, I'm a nostalgia merchant, okay? Like I love like being in that feeling of nostalgia and just like
Yeah,
thinking about the
yeah.
past. And I think a lot of that stems from the fact that I had a really beautiful childhood. And like my school was amazing. The teachers were so encouraging. And I mean my batchmates and all as well, like we had such a good time, and some of the friends that I made in school are still my best friends, like literally my best friends till now, and it's been what half my life I've known them, and still haven't gotten bored of them. So so yeah, it was an amazing time, and I keep thinking I wish I could go back in time, but not popular.
How cool. Okay. You do have a naughty smile, and I feel like that's hiding a few secrets, but we'll let it be. Were you a good student?
I was an okay student. I think I was like if you're talking about like percentages and all, I was like an 81, 85 sort of a percentage person, which for me I think was good because I was into a lot of extracurriculars as well. But if you compare it to my sister, she was like a 97.
So she's the
and she was into
go-getter.
everything like dance, she was into NCC, she was into like pretty much everything. So I guess when you have somebody like that in your house, then you're like, okay, whatever. But I think I was an okay student. I was always very respectful towards like my teachers, and I was a good student. that way.
Nice. और childhood में एक और चीज होती है ना कि किसी बच्चे में थोड़ा भी टैलेंट हो तो जब उसके घर जाओ तो
Yeah.
उसके घर वाले कहते हैं
वो अभी भी होता है वो
पुत्र
तो.
गा are you told?
yeah,
Are you-
yeah.
Oh.
Every time I go back home or like I'm going to some relative's place and all. In fact, like literally, I had just gotten. So I just got married. Okay, like 6 months.
Yeah,
6
we
months.
know we will come to
Yeah,
that.
exactly. So 6 months ago, right?
Yeah.
And because of obviously the marriage, you have to like visit like relatives
Yeah,
and you have to
yeah.
like go to their houses for
Bade
dinners
dinner
and
or
dinners
bade-
and
yeah.
exactly. See, normal life we're
I
leading.
can't imagine.
Every house you go to, they literally want you to sing, and I'm like, okay, I guess nothing has changed.
So cool, so cool.
Yeah.
But it's so cute also.
I
yeah.
love it. I'm a singer, man. I'm here to sing
So
for
they say
people.
Puttar.
हाँ गाओ.
उसके बाद स्वीडिश आएगी, पहले गा लो.
I mean, they are not that torturous,
Yeah.
but yeah, this is how it is.
So cool. You know, हम लोग social media को बहुत criticize करते हैं, especially with lessening attention span. We say, you know, people don't focus anymore. It's just 5 minutes and 5 seconds, 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And even with music, it's the catchy hooks.
Yeah.
Sometimes I know a hook and then शुरू से गाना play होता है, मैं तो पहचान भी नहीं
Yeah,
पाती हूँ.
exactly.
This is part of the same song.
Yeah.
As a musician, and you, of course, and even with this conversation, have come across as someone who's deeply passionate about his music, also very sensitive.
Yeah.
Do these things weigh on your mind? Because eventually, you're an artist who wants to get fame, get money. Are there certain ticks or boxes that you feel कि अच्छा इसका hook तो मुझे करना है because you know it has to trend on Insta or you know let's make it in a way that people quickly consume it? Are these things which are not very artistic in nature, but do they weigh on your mind?
No.
When you're making music?
No, not
they
at all.
don't.
Not at all. Not even like 1%.
कैसे हो सकता है ये? कितना pressure भी है? See, you've had such successful songs.
Yeah.
So that benchmark you have to keep matching up to.
See, but if you ask me whether you want your songs to be successful, I would say yes.
Of course.
That weighs on me.
Yeah.
That obviously, if you've had #1 singles in the country, then there is nothing that can compare to it. You literally have every song is getting compared to that particular like milestone, and every song needs to be #1, and that's obviously very difficult to be like. It's very difficult to be that consistent.
Yeah.
So that I would say would weigh on me. But how to make that song doesn't. Because see, when I was working on something like say Husna, right, which was my first #1 song, I wasn't thinking that I need to have a hook. In fact, if you hear that song, it doesn't really have any hook.
Yeah.
It doesn't have anything that would on a normal day go viral on Instagram or whatever it is, right? But it did go viral. So I was not thinking that I have to do something, but it happened. Same is the case with the song that I released, Jo To Mere, which was my second #1 single. I did not even think that there was a line in that would go viral, but it did go viral. Then Afsos, which again became like huge on the internet as well. That was a top 5 song. And then with Arz Kiya Hai right now, that's I think a top 10 song in the country or something like that at the moment, which is insane. There was nothing in my head that was telling me that I need to have a hook or something like that. So yes, there was a pressure that the song has to do really well, especially with Coke Studio Bharat also being in the picture. I wanted to make them proud as well because this has been a very long dream for me. But it was never like, I need to make a viral song. I just need to make a good song. And if it goes viral as a consequence of that, then I don't really have a problem with it. But if it doesn't, then it doesn't. Like, that's pretty much how I look at it.
So, what's the secret sauce?
There's no secret sauce. In fact, it's so complicated these days to figure out what exactly will work with people or what wouldn't. There have been songs.
So even Anuv Jain is confused.
Everybody's
you're
confused.
Not sure?
See, but the point is that either you can let it weigh on you, and that confusion can like weigh on you a little bit, or you can just accept it and move forward and try to do your best and just hope that things work out, which is pretty much how it has always been. You make something for people, and you would never know whether they'll look at it positively or you can just hope for it. So that's what I keep telling my team as well. Whenever like I make a song for them and they tell me, bro, this song is going to become the biggest song in the country and all of those things, I tell them that's not what our goal should be. Our goal should be to work on a very good product for people and then in turn try to market it as much as possible and hope that people reciprocate and they accept the song. That's pretty much it. That is the only thing that we can do. Rest everything is like dependent on the universe. Sorry, I went too much into detail.
I'm loving it.
Into this. So basically that's how it is. Yeah.
Listen, you've also since named so many of your songs. I'm very tempted.
Yeah.
When did you discover you can write?
I'm still discovering that, honestly. I think it's like a never-ending discovery. But see, I was into poetry. Like I've never read poetry, but I used to like write. I was always very creative. And if you put me in any creative field, I'm sure that I'll do well. Like you can put me in advertising, and I'm sure that I'll be able to like come up with something unique. You put me in poetry, I'll be able to do something well. You put me in sketching or art or something, I'm sure that I'll be able to like do a good job. I've always had a very creative mind. I just happen to use it with words now. So that's pretty much how it is. I think I started writing like in English when I was like 14, 15-ish. But then my guitar teacher at the time, he told me that, Anuv, you're in India, why don't you like try to maybe like write in Hindi? And maybe you'll be able to find like a good audience. Not that I was looking for an audience, I was just doing it for myself. But when I started writing in Hindi, I think that's where people like started recognizing that I could do something. I wrote this song called Meri Baaton Mein Tu, which was now out. And then the second one that I wrote was Barishein. I was just 16, 17 at the time. So I think that's where like I understood, and all the compliments and all the encouragement that I got from like the faculty in my school, from my batchmates and all, I think really pushed me forward. And I was like, okay, maybe I'm like good at this, I guess.
So cool. Uh, so honestly, Anu, you've spoken about the struggling phase, and all of you together as a family trying to make things work. Today, when you look back in Touchwood, what a turnaround it's been.
Yeah.
It's so great.
Crazy.
What is the value of money for you?
A lot. It's the most important thing. I was literally like, before I came here, I was in a meeting like with somebody right now. And that's why I'm like being so analytical, because I was literally talking about like investments right now. I was sitting with some like fund managers and all. So it's very important because I have seen the absence of it as well. And I've seen the abundance of money as well. Not that there is any upper limit to like abundance, but I've seen that as well.
But have you said something? मतलब संतुष्टि एक term हम बोलते हैं ना कि अच्छा हम इतने में संतुष्ट होंगे. Otherwise,
I have those things, but every year I don't know what's happening. Maybe,
more zeros get added.
Yeah, every year there are like more
the song
zeros.
starts trending, and I'm like, dude.
I'm not even gonna lie. That's exactly how my brain is working. Every year there's like a bigger net that I need, the safety
but this
net
is your
that
time,
I need.
absolutely. I don't think you should put.
But
a
I think
limit.
that really pushes me as well, because I'm somebody who's really driven by like money. But I'm never greedy for it. Like, obviously, if I do something right, I should get what I deserve. But I'm not gonna do something just because there's a very big monetary number attached to it. I've said no to countless things that I did not think that they were in the kind of value system that I have, and they did not, even though the money was really good. But I was like, okay, maybe not. This is not my scene. So yeah, this was life-changing money that I said no to. But that is, I think, my relationship with money.
I'm very curious.
I can't tell you. I'm also under certain obligations, certain contracts.
थोड़ा तो हमें दो यार.
No, I can't. But the thing is that, so that's I really value it a lot. And I think that everybody should.
Yeah.
But you should never be greedy for it. Like, you should work hard for whatever you deserve. You should be getting that though.
What has been your most expensive, flashy buy?
Purchase. I would say the car that's outside.
Okay.
That was a big buy, yeah.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. Not bad. So, more such cars. And
100%. I love cars, man. I love cars.
I love cars too.
Love watches, love cars.
Okay. Weirdest place that मैंने चलो बता दिया है. Okay, first song you wrote that made you cry.
That I wrote that made me cry? I think Barishein, definitely. Because that song was like a mix of like multiple songs, and when it all came together, I think I was a bit overwhelmed. But I knew that I had something very beautiful. And then it obviously keeps happening, because when I am writing something, I do tap into like certain memories and certain emotions that like really like shake me up a little bit. But I think one of the recent ones would definitely be Husna as well.
Yeah.
Because that song, I knew what it was going to do. Like, you can never, like I said in the beginning, like, you can never tell with music. But when I finished that song, I just knew that this song was it. Like, I just had a feeling with that one. So when that happened, and like that really made me like very happy, and I obviously happy tears came out. So
Nice. One thing your wife will roast you for.
everything. We have a very banter driven like relationship. So pretty much everything.
Tell me one thing you do that irritates her.
Everything.
And now you know, and you make sure you do it to irritate her.
No, I try to like be better. But I think, God, what can I say?
Oh, please.
I've been playing like my PlayStation like a lot. And I got like 2 remotes for it, okay? And I thought that we both will play together, but clearly like I'm the only one who's playing. And I think like it really like pisses her off.
Okay.
So yeah, that.
Okay. One song you wrote that you will never release or haven't released. Is there a song like
There's
that?
this song called Guzara, which everybody keeps telling me to release it. But for some reason, I don't think that right now is the right time to release it. Maybe some other time.
ये
but
तो मुझे समझना है ये कैसे पता लग रहा है? You told me there's no secret sauce, but of course there is.
It's just a
It is
feeling.
a very sharp mind that tells you what will work. So let us in.
It's just a feeling. I don't think that people are like ready to like hear like a 5.5, 6 minute song right now. and I also need to be in the right headspace to produce it well. I think it's a beautiful song, but it needs its own space. So when I feel that now the time is right, the momentum is right, and I think that a song like this one would also be like loved by people, then I'll do it. Why waste a song? Why waste something?
Nice. One question you're tired of people asking you.
In the last few months, like, how's the married life going, honestly? Because that's just like too much. Uh, but I think my inspiration, I think that's also one of the questions that I've just become like very tired because.
मैंने नहीं पूछा यार.
हाँ आपने नहीं पूछा अच्छी बात है ना I'm happy see I've just been smiling and like laughing throughout the interview but like uh, I've never really had an inspiration. Like it's very difficult to like pinpoint one thing because with some people it's very clear in their heads that this is somebody that we used to look up to. That's something that never happened with me. I just pretty much did my own thing and I'm still pretty much doing my own thing. That's why I never really cover any music, like anybody else's music. I barely talk about anybody else's music. I pretty much talk about my own universe and whatever I'm trying to do. It's because I've never had that like for me.
How do you take people wanting to be like Anuv Jain or sing like you?
I don't
Are you
really
aware? Do you like it? Do you not like it? What's the scene?
See, first of all, I'm not a very trained singer. So if somebody's like singing like me, I would tell them that please like go and take some training. And I would honestly be flattered or like see mimicry or whatever it is if somebody is trying to write like me because I think I do have like a very distinctive style. I don't think too much about like my singing and everything. I think more about like my songwriting. So if somebody's doing that, good for them, man. Like it's okay. I think it's a very beautiful way of writing, a beautiful style. And if you can make it your own, like you can start off by, you know, drawing inspiration. And if you can make it your own, I think that'll be brilliant. But I still haven't really come across like anybody like, you know, that I can say that oh this person is trying to like, you know, mimic me or something like that. Not really.
Okay, which of your songs carries the most of your personal truth?
All of them, everything, every word that I've written so far, literally everything. I honestly can't like give you one answer. It's everything.
What's the longest you've ever sat with a song before letting it out?
I think Barishein took me a year to finish that song. Like I said, I was working on like multiple songs and then eventually all of them just like came together and worked out. So I think Barishein, 1 year, yeah.
What's the one thing marriage has taught you that changed how you love, how you see love and partnership?
I think on certain days, I might be going through something terrible because you see things on the internet, like, you know, you go through like your own problems as well, but your partner might be going through something way worse. And even though it might not be at the level that you think that your problem is, because my problems, if they happen at a very national level now. But their problem might be like a very simple thing as well. But for them, it might be very big. I think I have to be stronger, have to let go of my own issues and like give them the importance that they deserve as well. So I think that's what.
Learning fast, learning.
I am a very quick learner.
Lovely. Okay, what is that one thing about fame that you are still getting used to?
The negativity. I'm not sure whether I'll ever be able to get used to it. Even though it's maybe probably it's become better. Like I can handle it a bit better because again, sabne to sab keh diya hai. But I feel that I don't think I'll ever be properly okay with it because I feel that people really villainize, you know, like artists for just doing their own thing, which is not right. Why so much hatred? Why so much negativity? Why so much criticism? And not constructive, by the way. Like just to say something and to say something bad about somebody. We are normal human beings. We have come through the same system as you have. We have had the same insecurities, same inferiority complexes, everything. So why ruin somebody's day or somebody's life? Like why say something bad about somebody? So I think that's something that I would not be okay with, I guess.
कौन है जिनका feedback आपको constructive लगता है that you seek actively?
My mother, my sister. Because I don't know whether you know this or not, but whenever I'm writing my songs, they are literally sitting with me, like always. Because that's like an instant criticism, instant feedback. So I literally call my mom my bouncing board because whenever like I'm writing something, she hears it first and she tells me whether this is sounding good or not. So everything that you hear...
She tells you when it's not?
Yeah, of course, yeah. We're in the process of writing a song. That is the time when somebody needs to tell me. Because if I finish writing a song and the entire thing is done, if somebody tells me then that like is like, how do I change it now? But when at the initial stage somebody can like pick out a problem and they can tell you, I think that works really well. So my mom and my sister, I think their criticism,
So your mom, divine mother, like
Yes.
you're blessed.
Yes, yes,
Not
yes.
bad. हमने Bollywood की बात की है,
Yeah.
and it'll happen when it's supposed to happen. But which star do you have? You must have manifested. I'm sure इसका भी list
इसका
होगा
तो
कि
सबको
इनके-
पता ही है, रणबीर कपूर. I wanna like sing for his movies, man. He's my favorite actor, like genuinely my favorite actor. So if I can ever sing for him, I would love to do that.
How cool. And on, you know, I'm sure you get so many people every day telling you we love your music, we love this song, all of that. कोई एक message phone पे DMs पे that surprised you? Somebody you know who told you that you're very good and you were a little starstruck with that.
So I was at this conference where A.R. Rahman sir was there, okay? And I was supposed to meet him, but obviously he got swarmed by people, and this was very recent, and I obviously did not get a chance. So I was like, okay, I really wanted to like have a word with him because he's amazing at what he does. But he was kind enough to get a message sent across from his assistant. Like I was having lunch over there, and like this person comes, random person comes, and she's like, A.R. Rahman sir has like sent a message for you. He really likes what you're doing, and he would love to see like both of like him and I in the same studio one day. So I'm learning and I'm trying to prepare for that moment that I can like, you know, be at my right skill level where I can like sit with him and I can like make something nice with him.
How
Hopefully.
cool.
Yeah.
Rahman is really cool. Okay. Listen, आप अपने गाने सुनते होगे, but life में duets भी होते हैं.
Yes.
So, किस female singer you would want, you know, to be part of the song that you sing?
So obviously Shreya ma'am is there. I would love to work with her. I think she has the most beautiful voice, and right now like she worked with AP as well,
Yeah.
and so that means that she is interested in
Yeah,
like working
yeah,
with, you know, like non-film artists as well. So I think that is definitely.
वो नाम था क्या दूसरा?
नहीं.
Okay.
But that's she's somebody that I would
Yeah.
love to work with him. Like मेरे को उस time पे सोचना चाहिए था. She should have been a part of the list, obviously, because I really respect
Yeah,
what she
yeah.
does. But I would love to work with her. There's this artist. She's a very good friend of mine, Lisa Mishra.
Mishra, yeah.
I think she's a fantastic singer and she's an amazing human being as well. I think working with her would be a lot of fun.
She's been on the Superwomaniya Show. Shout out to you.
Yeah,
And she does a
she's-
great Kareena Kapoor Pooh voice.
Oh, of course she does. She is too filmy, man. I love like chilling with her. I was watching Wimbledon and all ka final also.
Yeah.
She's just too funny. So I love like chilling with her. And recently, like I've obviously gotten introduced to Junita as well because she's a part of the same management. So I've spent some time with her. I think she's somebody that I would love to like maybe sit with and like maybe work on something someday. So let's see.
Very cool. Acha, you're known for heartbreak songs. Who's the one artist voice जो आपके टूटे दिल को मलहम लगाता है?
Oh, there is this artist. He's obviously like he's not from like not an Indian artist. Name is Novo Amor. Now I haven't done too much research, so I'm not sure what his actual name is, but this is his stage name. I think his voice is just too beautiful, and yeah, man, I absolutely love it. Like if you haven't heard this,
I will now,
So
yeah,
please do
yeah,
it, and obviously Billie Eilish. Like,
Yeah.
love her music as well. So.
Okay, who's the indie artist you'd jam on a relaxing lo-fi track?
Would love to work with Prateek. Like, why not? I got a chance to meet him like in New York, and I think we really vibed. So why not? Like, I would love to like maybe just jam with him. I really respect his work, and I really like his music as well. So Prateek Kuhad. Yeah.
So we can sense a lot of interesting collabs happening. in
Yeah,
the
but none of
future.
them are the ones that.
Um,
Yeah, so I'm not giving you like everything right now.
Okay, if tomorrow somebody asks you to make a dance floor hit
Yeah,
number,
yeah. God.
who's the singer you want to collab with?
I can't even see myself like doing something like that,
Yeah.
honestly. But I'll have to see. I'm not sure.
But कभी सोचा है चैलेंज करने के लिए अपने ये genre को
नहीं
पूरा
इतना चैलेंज नहीं करना अभी मैं खुश हूँ जहाँ पर मैं हूँ
That's very
but,
cool,
but
yeah.
I think you know you can like really like use the guitars and you can use that acoustic sound to also make like a proper dance number as well, so I might just do that. You never know.
Could be.
Yeah.
ये bit हम अलग से काट के एकदम हम आपको collab request
Yeah,
भेजेंगे
जब
इसके
होगा ना तो then you can use this clip
Yeah,
and you can be
yeah.
like we manifested this on this seat, so yeah.
लिए. Okay, so if you had to create something spiritual and deep, like a Coke studio vibe के साथ, who's your dream partner to collab with?
Law Stories, obviously, like I've already worked with them now. So Rishabh, Law Stories, these guys.
Imagine bringing back the golden 90s melody era.
Yeah.
Which legendary singer would you pick if you could time travel?
See, I'm not very confident about the years and all, but I would love to work with Jagjit Singh sir if I could like go
Oh
back.
my God.
He also has like a Ludhiana
Yeah,
connection and all, if I'm
yeah.
not wrong. So I think I would have loved to work with him.
So cool.
What a beautiful voice,
Yeah,
man. So
yeah.
yeah.
Now when you say it,
Yeah.
If you got a chance to release an international collab, which global artist tops your
Billie
list?
Eilish. I didn't even have to like let you finish the
yeah,
question.
I
I already
agree.
know who I want to work with. If that could ever happen. that would
Okay,
be
if you had
amazing.
to write the ultimate wedding track, who's the voice you'd love to pair with yours?
Ultimate wedding track. I think it should be a female voice because I feel that that is a very beautiful perspective as well. I think maybe again the same names that I've already given you. I think those voices I would probably just write for them. I'll be like, why don't you guys sing like the most beautiful wedding song? I think those guys, yeah, those guys, yeah.
Very cool. Listen, this is a very unfair question to ask any artist. But हमें कब किसी ने रोका?
Yeah,
हम तो पूछेंगे.
it's okay, it's fine.
आपने इतने सारे गाने बनाए हैं, which is like your favorite. You're like, you know
Again,
what?
all my babies, I can't give you one
वही
name.
तो,
But I think it just keeps changing. Like right now, obviously,
Say
it's Arz
something
Kiya
that you
hai.
haven't sung for us so that I can
Oh,
ask
of course,
you
of course, of course. Yes, sorry. This was a segue into that. I think I would Husn. Why not? I think Husn changed my life, so why not?
Why not?
देखो देखो कैसी बातें यहाँ की है साथ पर है साथ ना भी क्या इतनी आसान है देखो देखो जैसे मेरे इरादे वैसे कहाँ तेरे यहाँ थे हाँ कितनी नादान मैं मेरे हुस्न के अलावा कभी दिल भी मांग लो ना है पल में मैं पिघल जाऊं हाँ। अब ऐसा ना करो कि दिल जुड़ ना पाए वापस तेरी बातों से बिखर जाऊं हाँ।
Listen, I don't want to stop swaying. This is so good. It's one of my favorites.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Anuv. It literally feels कि मशीन से निकल के पानी मांगने आए हैं. इतनी बार इनके गाने सुने. But I think it's a totally different feeling when you sit next to Anuv and he's singing on his guitar. It looks effortless. Of course, a lot goes into making a song.
Yes.
And I think that is what makes you the artist that you are. You make it look so effortless and you make it feel like you're just singing for me, for that one person.
Thank you so much.
Which is the actual magic. Thank you so much for coming to our studio.
That's honestly like a beautiful like this thing. Thank you so much for that. Like it really means a lot.
Thank you.